Hey, I'm back. So this next clip, they are going to demonstrate how you can make a very crude, basic piece of charcoal pretty quickly. And I did a little bit of quick research on, watched a video on how charcoal is made, and I don't know if it was actually from the show on the Science Channel or how it's made, but the way they were making it is basically just wood chips and processing it and adding coal to it and controlling the amount of humidity in it, amount of moisture, and as it was going through the process, there's a lot more moisture in it for safety reasons, and then when it's closer to the finished product, it's down to like 5% humidity or something like that, so it's ready to go. But pretty interesting. I'd like to watch it a little bit more and see more precisely how they're doing some of that. There's a lot to it, but this is pretty interesting because I watched another video on how coal is made, and of course they say it takes millions of years and all that good stuff. So you probably know what I believe on that. I'm gonna go with the good old book, the good old Bible, and go with that model. But so this makes a little pretty interesting argument, and hope you find it interesting. So check it out.
But if coal did not form slowly, is there any laboratory evidence showing that it can form rapidly? In this demonstration, Robert and David Gentry begin to answer this question.
Earlier we took a piece of wood like this, inserted it in this steel pipe, added some water, and then sealed it up. The next step is to put it in the oven at about 160 degrees centigrade for 2 weeks. Now we're ready to examine the results of this experiment.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. These guys are going pretty slow. They're just making a pipe bomb, man. These kids, they're just going to blow up somebody's mailbox. What's wrong with these guys? Crazy. Now they're going pretty slow. They didn't have a vise. They couldn't afford a vise. So that's pretty cool. You can see it was under pressure. They're slowly releasing that pressure. Didn't want it to be a pipe bomb. Kaboom! That's good. Pow! There we go. Moment of truth.
As we can see, this wood is now darker in color. It's also softer. A chemical reaction between the steam and the wood under pressure has caused these changes to occur. This specimen isn't coal yet, but clearly the process of coalification has begun.
The question is, would coal result if this experiment, or a variation of it, continued for a longer period of time?
Scientists at Argonne National Laboratory have answered this question in a series of experiments performed in the 1980s. One of the earliest reports about their work appeared in the magazine Chemical and Engineering News in the November 21, 1983 issue. On page 42 of this issue, we read the following quote: "Chemists at Argonne National Laboratory have succeeded in making a type of artificial coal from naturally occurring materials. The process is much less severe than formerly thought to be necessary and provides some new insights into coal structure and how to alter it." Later, after their published reports appeared in the science journal Organic Geochemistry, the British science journal Nature reported on the success of their experiments. On page 316 of the journal Nature, March 28, 1985, we read the following. Winans and his colleagues at Argonne National Laboratory have taken less than 1 year to prepare a thoroughly characterized synthetic coal. The material they produce is indistinguishable from the real thing by all the techniques so far applied to it, and its synthesis raises many interesting questions in coal chemistry. To understand their results, let's first note the basic structure of wood.
It gets kind of a little deep and nerdy here. Some things I'm not real familiar with, but I thought that was very interesting. Even back when I watched it, this video was relatively fresh in the, in the 90s, mid late 90s. Saw it on VHS. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna show another clip coming up here of good old Walt Brown and his hydroplate theory, which to me is one of the coolest things. So, yeah, getting back to Genesis 7:11, check it out, kids. So, yeah, I hope you like that, and hope you like some of the other stuff I'm going to be sharing. But take care, have a good one.